Yeah. Okay, we're at Fruities, as it's called. And they used to have 2 stores in Chatswood, but they're now something else. Okay, because they didn't do too well, I suppose. So we're having a game called Guess the Fruit and Veg. So far, we have gone the cut mushrooms and the Swiss browns, which actually apparently become portabellos when they're bigger. And now we're going to move on and I'm going to test some knowledge. Okay, what's this? This one here.
That is a finger lime.
Correct.
They're
okay.
very expensive.
Yeah, they are. But they're Australian. They're native Australian. And what is this?
That. Horseradish.
Yes. Okay. What is this here?
Don't know that one.
Turmeric.
Oh, there you go.
And now we're going to get on to these type of mushrooms here. So, name the mushrooms in there.
Those ones.
The little ones.
Yeah.
This one.
Shiatsu?
Shiatsu? Isn't that a dog?
No, shiatsu is a mushroom as well.
No.
Is there a shiatsu mushroom here?
I don't think it's called shiatsu. Shimanji, you mean? Shiatsu.
Oh. I'll have to ask Mr. Google.
Okay.
What's
Enoki and
King oyster?
yep, king oyster, enoki, I think the little ones are.
Oh, shiitake.
Shiitake,
yeah,
yes.
shiitake. Not shiatsu. No, I'm with you.
No, I think this is fun. I haven't tested you on the herbs yet. What's this?
That is... It's called a cos lettuce, but it's a red cos lettuce. Eh?
No, it's a red oak.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah. And what's that one there? Don't read the sign.
Well, I would have said that was a flash, a premium cos lettuce.
No, green oak.
Green oak, yeah. But we got those and they were called something else. They weren't called green and red oak.
Butter lettuce? No, that's a flat one. You can't call it a butter lettuce. Well, that was a little bit of a guessing game. Believe it or not, my friend is a fruit and veg man. Hey, I'm a sucker for these, but I didn't have any today. Little octopus balls, the Japanese style ones, and they also have the prawn ones as well. Then you get the fresh oysters that are freshly shucked for you. There's coffee, a deli, there's cheeses, and there used to be a bakery. Oh, the bakery's closed. Okay. There used to be a good bakery there. So obviously they've closed. A lot of oysters. You wouldn't be able to get them back safely unless you had them unshucked and in a Hessian bag.
I have to eat them all.
Yeah. So that's where we ate before, this place. Oh, this. I think this is, yeah, I think this is where you get the morays. This is where you get it. It's really good. It's very crowded at the fish market today. So I like my scallop and morays, and this is what I would have had. I just had a lobster roll. I'm not too keen on the lobster rolls. I had one at the food fair, but I prefer my scallop morays because they're really nice. Not as popular now, not as popular as the other seafood. Anyway, let's move on. It's very busy at the market today. So most of the seafood vendors have a bar at the end where you can buy cooked goods. Here we have all the Japanese style sashimi and sushi. And then on the other side they have all the other seafoods, and as you can see along here, this is the prep station for the cooked food, and then there's a little dining area up here. It's so squishy, just got to get through. So those are the premium grade sashimi and sushi batters. I love seaweed salad, and I like jellyfish salad as well. Oh, it's my favourite. Flying fish roe, love it. Yeah, I love that. Mussels. I'm going to have to come back one day when I'm not with anyone, because I usually do a shop for exotic things here. Another food bar. This is much better, this food here. This is so good. Yeah, this is the type of stuff I like. So especially the scallop morays is so good. But we just had lunch, so I'm rather full. Hello, crab. Be careful. They can actually jump on you. Yeah, they just they might be sleeping, but they'll, if you actually tap them and they get angry, they can actually jump. They can't obviously, nip you because they've got the string around it. But look, sign.
Yeah, avoid. Do not bite.
Yes.
Otherwise, they'll bite
yes.
your finger.
Even though even though they're actually tied up, all of them, they can still nip you. There is a correct way of handling a crab to put it to sleep.
Not tapping it on the head.
No. You actually, I learned how to do it, but I won't do it because they're a bit more lively than the crabs I had, the live ones I saw.
They'll bite you pretty hard.
So you put your hand on the top of the thing to kind of put them in a position where they can't move, and then you pick them up by the sides, like lift them up, and never touch the paws. So yeah, that's how you should handle a crab. How do I know that? I went to a class. I can't eat seafood yet. I went to a shellfish sort of foraging session. That was really fun. Oysters again. My favourite oyster is the jumbo oyster. I used to love eating jumbo oysters. And would only eat jumbo oysters. So, this is probably the end where we've seen everything. We're going to head out. Exit. Oh wow. Some of the things that people eat are so good. Much better than what I had today, unfortunately. Yeah, so when I usually come to the fish markets myself, I actually have a lot more of the scallops and octopus and those kind of things rather than eating what I had today. But it was okay. It was just lunch. So last look. It's good that we're having a look today at the fish markets because next year they'll probably be relocated by then to across the road with a new state-of-the-art fish market. And there we go. That's the original signage. They'll probably change that logo probably. Yeah, because it's really dated. Well, it's not dated, but it's quite old.
It's not inclusive enough. you can't just have a bloke and a fish. You've got to have a number of different people from different walks of life. Different
No, why have a
different
a
genders.
man? Just have fish and seafood.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's not inclusive enough. I'm not
Wait.
going to win any awards for a winning logo now.
I know, but you don't need a man in it. You just need fish, a variety of.
Yeah, but then how do they know? How do people know the journey of the fish? See that by being held by a man, it indicates that the fish was caught, and that was part of his journey to this fish market.
Just have a boat and an anchor or something and a net or something. Anything, doesn't matter. So that the boat shed there used to be Doyle's.
That's where we went last time. Well, that's the location.
Well, it used to be Doyle's.
Yeah.
Obviously they didn't do so well, hey?
Well, no, because I was talking to a bloke yesterday, and I said I was coming here, and he talked about Doyle's and said that
Doyle's is no longer.
the Doyle's here was half the price of the normal Doyle's.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe they weren't doing very well because they cut the prices.
Oh, no, I think they were spectacular. But you know, the problem is, sometimes if you're a member of a group, where you're using someone else's name.
Are you saying like a franchise?
Yeah, like a franchise, you've got to pay.
How
a
do you
fee.
not know that term when you're a tax accountant?
Well, because it probably wasn't a franchise per se.
Ah,
But there's many reasons why they would change the name. But I do believe that's always been a very successful business.
right. Because they closed the one at the, wasn't there one at Circular Quay, and that's gone. And there's one at Watson's Bay, but that's still there, and it's been there, that's probably wasn't that the flagship store or something like that?
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
Yeah, there's many reasons why people would change the name.
I buy my stuff from Claudio's down there, and sometimes from this place, but usually from Claudio's. I like that
Good
store.
fish.
I tried that one too, but I find that they're not as upmarket as the others. Like, I don't know, they're just, it's just, the seafood's sort of ordinary.
Yeah. No flair.
No, the
You want some
display's not
flavour.
so good either. Like, I don't think.
With the seafood.
Well, you know, you got to make the bain maries look and the ice buckets look really, really good. You can't just plop your fish into, any old place and say, here you go, and put a sign on it.
No, it's got to look the part.
Yeah.
This is great here, eh? This is,
You like it?
Let's walk down here and have a look at the water if it's right.
Okay. I was going to try and get out to White Bay Power Station, but I don't think there's much out there. It's just, when I saw it online, I was like, this is not very interesting. There's nothing much going on out there. There's some food trucks, but they're the same food trucks everywhere.
Yeah, you don't want to travel an hour to go to a food truck.
But they only had 5 food trucks or something, so it's not really, and I've seen them all before. They go around everywhere in New South Wales to all the markets. Oh, they have some fishermen. There's a great view of the Anzac Bridge there. I think this is as far as you can go. Oh, you can walk. Can we walk around here? Can we take a walk around here?
Yeah. There's the fleet.
Wow. This is not as good as James Craig, I think it's called, because James Craig up there, I used to work somewhere near there. I used to have to go to the restaurant that used to be there, and they closed the restaurant obviously because I think they wanted the land back. They didn't want to have a lease on it. Crab traps, aren't they?
Like crabs or lobster, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
something shellfish traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, except extra big. The ones I've seen are only like a little round, about that size, even smaller than that. Yeah, the ones I've seen are smaller than that little brick, that little concrete block there. So yeah, but these are huge. And they've got obviously got the in and out. Well, you can't go out once you get in. It's a one-way valve.
So they're stuck here forever.
Why is there a bus stop there? It's not even a bus stop, it's a waiting area. No, tour bus is the other side. So this is an amazing view. It's a little bit windy today as well, but it's really hot. Amazing view of the Anzac Bridge. All this area forms part of the bay area. So there's a ferry terminal at White Bay and a power station, old power station at White Bay on the opposite side, just across from the bridge and to the right. That's the powerhouse, the old power station, not a powerhouse. And there's a better view up here of the new state-of-the-art fish markets, where the fish markets will be relocating from, and you can see it's just across from the old fish markets, the original fish markets, which is just there. But there are people that are actually fishing along here. I'm not sure how safe it is to actually consume the fish that's being caught in this area, but there are people fishing, and obviously a lot of boats moored along this area. It's a giant cement, I think the cement tank, silos, whatever, tanks. Very beautiful view. This reminds me very much of parts of Vancouver, around Granville Island. If anyone's ever been up to Granville Island and walked around the boardwalk. Over there is Vic's Meats, very famous Vic's Meats. I don't even know it's open. So there's Centrepoint, or the old Centrepoint Tower, it's not Westfield Tower now, crossing up above there, and the skyline, the city skyline. So there you go. Thanks for watching.